Welcome to Winning Sky Photos. I'm Andrew Jacob, Curator at Sydney Observatory, part of the Powerhouse Museum. Each year, the Central West Astronomical Society, based in Parkes in New South Wales, holds the David Malin Awards, an astronomical photography competition. A national tour of the exhibition is organised by the Powerhouse Museum. Open to all Australians, the competition is judged by world-renowned professional astrophotographer Dr. David Malin. Winning images often require a full suite of equipment, a large telescope, a fancy dedicated camera, and many hours of time, both in the field and back home, processing the data with complex software. And yet it's still possible to win with just some imagination and a single shot from an affordable everyday camera or even a smartphone. Joint overall winners in 2019 were Peter Ward's image Stellar Cauldron and Phil Hart's animation The Moon in Motion. In Stellar Cauldron we see the Orion Nebula, a place where stars are born. The red magenta colour comes from hydrogen gas lit up by very young hot stars. Astronomers would call this an emission nebula. Phil Hart's The Moon in Motion animation presents a comprehensive account of the 2017 total solar eclipse that was visible from the United States. In an act of astronomical dedication, the photographer set up 7 cameras, many remotely located and running automatically, to capture the eclipse from every angle. We see the moon moving across the face of the sun during the partial phases, the fading light on the landscape as the moon covers the sun, the moments of totality when we see a pure white corona surrounding an ominous black hole in the sky, and on the limb of the sun we see red arcs of hydrogen fountaining off the sun's surface. These we call solar prominences. For the scorpion's tail, Troy Caswell used a specially modified camera and 20 exposures of different lengths to reveal the brightest stars and extreme detail in both faint red emission nebulae and in dark clouds in this region looking towards our galaxy's centre. While the emission nebulae are made of glowing hydrogen gas, the dark clouds are a mix of hydrogen not lit up and carbon dust that blocks light from background stars. Stephen Morris's Reach Out, the Milky Way, our own galaxy, arcs over a curved bay. On the right, a broad patch of red air glow, that's Earth's atmosphere fluorescing after a day in the sun, complements the red emission nebulae dotted along the Milky Way. On the far left are the 2 Magellanic Clouds, companion galaxies to our own Milky Way. Eddie Trimarchi's colourful Apennines exemplifies how skillful work reveals what the eye cannot see. Although our moon looks black and white, colours appear when the image is highly saturated. Red-brown indicates iron-rich rocks, and blue the presence of titanium. This image has the appearance of a modern artwork, but reveals the geology of the moon. An astronomical photograph can sometimes be more about people than the night sky. This year's theme category, Memories of Apollo, inspired Neil Creek to create Lunar Generations, a clever composition that captures a story. A generation who witnessed the first landing of Apollo 11 on the moon passes the baton to a generation who may return. I've only had time to mention a handful of these images. I encourage you to explore the others on display. You'll find another Orion Nebula, several Southern Crosses, numerous red emission nebulae, and quite a few moons. Enjoy the vision, imagination, and technical skill required to create each one of these winning sky photos.